everybody, it's Dr. Rick dropping in on you. Hope everybody is having a great weekend. This weekend's kind of special for me. It's the weekend leading up to my 56th birthday. With everything that's gone on over the last year, this has been a wild one, but here I am. Still standing, still moving forward, still growing, still producing, still having an impact, and I am so grateful. This Tuesday will mark 56 trips around the sun, 56 years since God unleashed me on this world with a purpose. And I will continue to walk, to live, to do the best I can, to operate at the highest level of my capacity and to fulfill my potential. I will continue to use what I know by way of expertise, skill, and so much more as a means of helping other people achieve unimaginable goals in their lives. I believe if you can conceive it in your mind, it's God's evidence that it's possible. I believe that there isn't anything that you can do. So I am also excited because today marks the official launch of the Change Starts Here store, which is a Rick Wallace Presents. It's a part of the Rick Wallace Presents series. It is a one-stop location with our top resources, and resources are being added to this this online store daily. Everything from $9.99 up. You can get the Path to Generational Wealth course here. You can get the top selling books here. Not all of them yet, but I am starting to link to some other places where you can get books that are going to be easier access, that I don't have in inventory or quick access to some of the older books. But I am bringing back all of my books to print before the end of the year. All of them will be present in one place for the first time ever. I'm excited about that. But you can get any of my online courses in this one place, with the exception of the Udemy course, because of how I have that contracted. If it's on Udemy, you'll have to go to Udemy to get it, but all the other courses that I've created, you can definitely get those. The website link is in the description box. It is real simple. Just Google it or type in changestartshere.life. Changestartshere.life. This has been a journey for me, and I want my testimony to be lived out and seen in a way that inspires people. I haven't had a gleaned, laid out, pristine path to my success. I am a black male born in the inner city to a 15-year-old mother and an absent father. When I say absent, it means that I never met my father. First time I saw my father was at his funeral. It came with some unbelievably wonderful, gorgeous, handsome, and especially extraordinary siblings at the age of 14 that I have come to love, to value, to appreciate, and admire. But it came with so much darkness that I had to overcome. One of the biggest things I had to overcome was this need to understand why my father was present in their lives. Multiple women, so it wasn't like, okay, he went off, he got married, and most of them were with my stepmom, God rest her soul, who was in herself a force and a blessing to me in ways unimaginable. It's amazing. You come along and this woman is meeting a person that her husband sired, that she's never met, and she took me as her own, loved me as her own, was extremely maternal with me, and I am forever grateful for that. But I had to get through that. I realized I was in my 30s when I wrote The Invisible Father, which is my first book, which which is actually an extension to an article I wrote as a teenager in high school that got national attention, entitled The Invisible Father. But The Invisible Father, Reversing the Curse of a Fatherless Generation, is my first book. It's also my greatest labor and struggle, trying to be a better person. I'm not competing against my father. I'm not trying to outdo my father. I'm trying to be the best version of me. I didn't have my father's struggles. I didn't have his demons. I have my own, and I'm battling those, and I'm striving to be the best I can be in every area. And the beautiful thing about parenting, and I'm going to move on, is it never ends. Because your children become adults doesn't mean that your job is over. It means that you're evolving in your responsibilities. And so I'm still always present. I'm still always trying to make sure that I'm giving them what they deserve and what they need. And so with that being said, look, had to get through some difficult times in other areas. Lost the man who was the male role model and father in my life, my great-grandfather, who adopted me and raised me as his son. Man, you don't know how many times I done gave my mom the business by telling her I'm her uncle and telling my grandmom I'm her brother. Legally, I was. Sweet place to be in. That man was unbelievably influential in being an example of what manhood looks like. Born in 1909, the son of a sharecropper, had to drop out of school in the second grade to go out and earn a living by working in the fields with his father, my great-great-grandfather. And it's amazing, man, the blessings that came from that man in the way of wisdom. But let's see here. I don't know, this new thing, man, I'm trying to keep from dealing with that. Let's see if that works. Might have to give it something else, but anyway, on and on, you know. Had a bit, worked hard to build a multi-million-dollar business, watched it collapse, had to rebuild it again. Here I am. Man, it's such a blessing to understand the dynamics of life in a way that I can share it with other people, that I can encourage other people, that I can lift and prepare other people to do extraordinary things. And so, look, be prepared for some heat this week. Even though this is my birthday week, I'm going to bring some heat. Be prepared to make some moves. I also want to thank Pastor Thurman West for trusting me enough to speak to his men at the Iron Man conference this Saturday on the importance of allowing your manhood to be your motive and the importance of building generational wealth. It is immensely, to me, invaluable, and I don't let it go without appreciation in a time where black men are conditioned to compete with one another and downplay one another and ignore the gifts and the skills of one another. To have another black man who has a leadership and responsibility over a group of people, to say, I trust you in this area. I've been listening to you. Don't ever think people aren't watching, because you get this idea, well, I know the people who are watching me. I know the type, because you never know how many times leaders have come to me in different areas, leaders in the community, leaders in academia. Matter of fact, some of my friendships are built on men who came to me from places where they were respected because they respected what I was doing. And it's just simply me being me, doing what I do. Now, what I do well. And that's the thing that I encourage these guys is know who you are at a level that someone can't diminish you in your mind. Because as long as you're not diminished in your mind, you will still perform. But if they diminish you in your mind, the confidence that they rob you of will be perceived in your energy. And that's the thing, is that I thank Pastor West for it. And I was excited to see as many black men from the ages of, there were teenagers there, from the ages of teens to men I know had to be close to 80, if not. And they were all there as if they had the rest of their lives to do this. Nobody was sitting up going, well, I did the best I could, I'm done. Everybody was excited, and I can't wait to see what comes out of that. And we're doing it again in September. I'm gonna be excited about it. We're gonna go for it. We're gonna make something happen. And again, go to the description box, Change Starts Here .life. The link is in the description box. Go to there, to that site. Everything from books. And like I said, the only thing that's, and this is the other beautiful thing I'm gonna say, everything is at a reduced price except individual books. But you have a chance to buy a bundle of my top selling books at a very reduced price, compared to what it would cost to buy all of them if, on the individual level, the book bundle. But everything else in there is at a reduced price. Coming soon are the Warrior Creed hoodies. And if you don't know what the Warrior Creed is, I'm going to be sharing the Warrior Creed with you. Again, I'm really, truly excited. On that note, look, I'm going to get ready to get out of here. Again, if you're looking to make a change in your life, you can start small, you can start big. I recommend everybody take the Path to Generational Wealth course, especially before the end of today, because for the event, I lowered the price from $2,600 down to $997, and it goes up back up to $25.95 after today. This is an 18-month course. This is an accredited course. This course is A to Z in wealth creation, how to pass down generational wealth, how to start from zero to start building wealth, where to start, how to start, the things you should focus on, the things you should know. This isn't the mind of Rick Wallace. It's the mind of the top performing investors and wealth builders this country has seen. Well, this world has seen, because not all of them are U.S. citizens. I spent 10 years chasing these people down and either got a personal audience with them, got a phone audience with them, or got email transactions from them. And again, it's not easy. These people don't just have time to sit up for everybody to call, but I kept pressing until I became a name they knew. And I got the information. You'll see the list of people when you either check out the syllabus, or you actually sign up for the course. You'll definitely be able to see the people who contributed to this. This is a winner. This is what people are doing. This is what you can do. And the beautiful thing about it is the vast majority of this is not impacted by race. Now, it's impacted by access, but I gave you access with the course. Now, access is racial, but I gave you access. The mechanisms, nobody's asking you when you buy shares of the S&P what race you are. Nobody's asking you when you invest in certain endeavors. Now, there are some issues you can run into with real estate, but let's show you in the course how to get around that. Trust me, been there, done that. So there's absolutely no reason why you can't build. Now, this isn't a get rich quick scheme. One of the things I had to explain to these gentlemen is this is about building. This is about starting something that will literally outlive you. So you have to build it as if it would outlive you, not build it as you trying to get something that you can spend. We've got to get out of that idea of being consumer minded. But all of this and that, but it's other things, the 7-day online business lunch course, the Mind Unleashed course. There's so much more in there. The Unleashing the Power of AI is another one I definitely recommend. This is another robust course that's going to set you up to be able to leverage and monetize the power of AI immediately. So on that note, look, let me get ready to get out of here. Again, the link is in the description box. Have a ball.